Okay, good morning everyone. It's nice to see you. Thank you all for coming and joining us. Okay, first of all, how are you? Okay, don't look so serious. It's only meditation. Come on. It's supposed to hurt a little. If it doesn't, it's no good. Okay, this is how it is. Meditation is supposed to be difficult. When it's difficult, you rise to the occasion. This is how our American Yang training is like. It's supposed to be difficult for you. Challenge yourself. Because you know what? When you feel challenged, whether you're young or old, even very young or very old, we all rise to the occasion. Our ego says, I can do this. I am master, my own master, because I'm not a sheep. Are you? See, I rest my case. Okay? So, don't be like ordinary people who says, it is too much. I can't take it. You say, no, bring it on. Your attitude should be, why is it so easy? Come on, there's got to be more that I can't handle. Because I will rise to the occasion. I will get better. I will become stronger. I'll be wiser. I'll be a better man and woman. Yes? Okay. So this is our attitude. The typical meditation person, you go out there, you take any other meditation class, whether it's paid or free, whatever. It's the same thing. They said, oh, come and experience peace and bliss. No, we come here, you experience turmoil, you experience noise, you experience children running around. Okay. And that's what we've been doing the last 16 years. Now, people, it's tough. It's tough for us, for all of us, not just you, for me too. And that's how you grow. That's how you become stronger. That's how you become better men and women and children. Okay? So, that's our trademark. Yes, 9, is there a question?
From TSJPETTOW. Question. 20% of my full lotus sits end in numbness in my leg from the knee down. Should one sit through that just like the pain?
Yes, it's actually very good. When you train these things, okay, it starts with pain, real discomfort. Okay, because when that happens, your health improves drastically, very, very fast. The more pain you experience physically when you first start out, the quicker your health will improve. That's invariably what happens to 99% of the people. The only exception, again, a caveat, is that you're not supposed, you're supposed to talk to us because it's supervised training where we make sure that you don't get in trouble. Okay? Don't overdo it. It's not worth it. You're not professionals like us. Okay? So it's supposed to be difficult, and usually it's the pain, the physical pain that you start out, and you learn, you be trained to incrementally handle it. And every time you increase your tolerance, pain tolerance, your body becomes healthier. Your body becomes more flexible. That's how you can tell. The hips, the legs are more flexible. When that happens, your body too, the entire body becomes flexible, not just hips and legs. This is the fallacy when for physical training, for example, they think, I'm focused on my biceps, my quads, my glutes. Meditation is the entire body, in particular, this muscle organ that's severely neglected for the majority of your life. Up here, the gray muscle, not the red one. Okay? This is tremendous exercise for your gray matter. Okay? This is how we grow. This is how we increase our potentials. Okay? So that's why when you first start out, we put you on a regimen of challenge. It's challenging for you. And it starts with the pain. I'm very proud of it because it has worked for us for all this time. And so you start with the physical pain and you learn to endure it incrementally. And then the good news happens. You know you're in the right tracks when eventually in this questioning, this person here says, now is numbness. The pain will turn to numbness. So as your pain level increases, your body begins to change already. It becomes healthier, stronger. That's for sure. 100% of the time. That's why it works. And then eventually the pain will peak, and then it becomes numb. The numbness will come. And then eventually you endure the numbness as per the question, then the numbness will also disappear. That is when you have conquered, broken through the first pain barrier. That's how it works. So it's good news. Keep it up. Challenge yourself. Another question? Excellent. You should ask questions because this is will help resolve a lot of doubts and help you progress a lot quicker. These questions and answer sessions. Yes, 9.
From Diego, Master, if someone kills a person, that person will have karmic retribution for that. But how about the people that are suffering too much and want to have the euthanasia? Will the doctors get karmic retributions as well?
Absolutely. The doctors who perform euthanasia will have two sorts of karmas. The first karma is because they provide pain relief to the patients. So It's a good karma. So when you help reduce pain and suffering to others, it creates blessings for you. It's a good thing you're doing. So it's good. Okay. However, there's another karma as well. That's called killing karma. You're killing someone, and therefore you pay. So it's a mixed karma, if you will. No one is above it. Everyone is subject to karmas, karmic retributions. That's the way it is. That's life. You can deny it all you want. You can put your head into the sand if you wish, but you can't escape it. No more than you can escape gravity on this earth. Any other questions? Okay. I also have a new revelation this morning. I decided to give up on something, make a sacrifice. If you make sacrifices, so should I. Okay? What kind of sacrifice? I've been hearing, as I was meditating, the kids screaming in the other room, in the parlor, and especially Bao Bao. I said, oh, he's so happy being here. And it dawned on me that I should give up something. I decided to give up on I don't know if it turns you or not, retirement plans. I give up on retiring to the Bahamas. Too busy, folks. I just don't see any way for me to retire. And if you retire, those of you who are planning on retirement or looking forward to retirement, let me tell you, it's grim because it's death. You retire and your gray muscles up here atrophies. Think about it. Why would you go for it? This is a misconception that people in my generation fooled ourselves into thinking freedom is retirement is freedom. Actually, to me, retirement is death, slow death, precipitous death. In most cases, for me, it will be slow death because I'll continue to meditate. Okay, so I give up on retirement. Yes, Brady, 3.
Yes, Master. I'm wondering, is there such a position in Buddhism as a great master emeritus?
Like retired pope, you mean?
Semi-retired.
Yeah. No. It turns out, by the way, for example, if you look at Master Shinhua's lives, he never really retired. He worked until his last breath. And he was kicking too. He said, I don't want to go. And he even worked after he died as well. He kept on teaching me and his disciples and so forth. You see, there's no retirement for people like him. So I thought maybe I do the same. Besides, I'd be so bored driving around the red car, my yacht and so forth. And then waiting for people to come and confiscate my yacht. So, and it's not about me. The revelation is not about me, by the way, because it's so much fun. And look at the kids. Look how happy they are. Look at them. In a very small way, our being here creates this environment, this place where they can come and be themselves and be nurtured and be exposed to kind-hearted people. My youth, when I was younger, I was exposed to worldly people, selfish people, So that's the sadness about my youth and my childhood. That's where my parents went wrong. Anyway, so see, it's not just my own retirement. The revelation is not about my retirement, but it's about retirement in general. Why would you want to retire? Seriously. Yeah. I was thinking too, there are many of you at retirement age, and also many of you are in a position to be near retirement or early retirement. Okay? And I would encourage people to go into early retirement. Why? Because if you're able to sustain yourself and your livelihood financially, okay, working part-time or whatever, or living off your pensions and your houses and whatever, your assets, then you're in a phase where you can, next phase in your life where you can make a difference on other people's lives. The first part of our lives is spent on taking care of ourselves. It's normal, smart. But once you have enough for yourself, it's time to think of giving, contributing. And that will make you happier, I feel, in the long haul. I can tell you from my personal experience, one of the reasons why I decided to give up on retirement is that it's more fun, it's more rewarding to continue to work, to continue to give, and to help others. Okay, especially I see people here who are in a position to retire right now, go into early retirement, and by all means, I would encourage that. If you continue to work, how much more money can you make? And once you make that, your children, your grandchildren will fight themselves over that. That's all, after you die. Just like my children will fight over my temples after I die. Think about it, it's so sad, so depressing. And they probably lock me up before I die as well to make sure that I sign over all the assets to them. That's what happens to people like us, So that's why I will never retire. But I also encourage you to plan for early retirement. And then spend your time doing things that will excite you. Because when you help others, it excites you, it's fun, it's more fun. It's more fun. Why is it more fun? Because look at her. Look at her happy face, her jumping around. That joy rubs off you. Okay, so that's why if you're able to go into early retirement, that's give. That's cultivate. Let's open our wisdom, become stronger, so that we can give more. We can give back more. How about that? Oh, you young people who are, living just to make money in order to look forward to retirement. That's sad. Give right now. You have a chance. Think about it. Will you? Because I can use early retirees. All right. Actually, another thing too is what we've been doing all this time is to train a lot of people, and that's why even though we got busy. We growing a lot recently. The last few years, it's on the same group of people. They've been growing. You notice that the sangha hasn't changed much the last few years. The same people. We're lucky that we didn't lose any sanghas to COVID-19. Okay. So when you think about it, we've been growing, so that means that our people have been able to carry a heavier workload. They've been able to grow, they improve, and do more. And what life is about. Do more. Contribute more. Makes life more meaningful. So not only am I not retiring, but I'm also I would consider joining corporations as well. Yeah, I know, I'm unusual. Not as in the like CEO type or VP type, that doesn't interest me at all. I wouldn't mind joining companies of visionaries, people I like Elon Musk, or who else? The Larry Pages, Sergey Brin, those visionaries who build a company and they have the visions and the philosophy of contributing to society and trying to make a difference. And I can join the board maybe and then advise them on how to develop more talents, draw more talents, develop talented people. That's what we do. So, why not? Yeah. It's not going to be for free, though. Okay. All right. There are plenty of people out there who would like to make a difference, and they challenge themselves to contribute more. And that, if that's the case, I would be interested in joining the board of directors and so forth, and help them develop leaders, geniuses. Yes, is there a question?
Cordelia said, "Thank you, Master, for thinking of us."
You're most welcome. Be ambitious, be aggressive, challenge yourself, set goals for yourself. Okay? The Chan class, Chan training we give you. Yes, we started out by doing what everyone else is doing, but we have our own twists. And so the message today is that it starts first with you. If you want to be a sheep, you want to be just like everyone else, fine. We can help you as well. But if you challenge yourself, if you want to be more, do more, we can help you even more. It's about you. You challenge yourself. You set higher goals with your life. It's attainable. Okay? In Buddhism, it's called vows. Vows. It's very technical for us. Out there, worldly people call it ambitions, dreams. For us, it's vows, meaning that we set our goals very high and we relentlessly go after it. All right? Yes, 9.
From TSJEPETTOW, how many times a full lotus should one be able to sit before buying a ticket to come see Master?
Not that many. Well, it varies, but the thing is about trying, setting a goal, or if a vow, make a vow, you will, and you set a goal, and then what it takes, to be honest with you, is blessings. But in terms of numbers or measurements, you probably want to push yourself and try to sit in full lotus for an hour or two, preferably 2 hours. Then come and join us for, let's say, a short weekend, like a 3-day weekend, or a week, a qi, whether it's fo qi, chan qi, and so forth. You will enjoy the experience. If you are condition yourself to push yourself and work hard and set goals that are difficult to achieve for you. Okay? The bottom line is that it takes a lot of blessings. More than people think. So this is why it is comprehensive. The way we teach Chan is we evolved into more emphasis on the certain teaching, certain Chan training. And certain Chan training, the basis of that is what? We have all the infrastructure already. We have the way places, we have facilities to support you, we have people who are competent enough to train you and guide you from low levels to very high levels as well. So the premise is that each level is associated with blessings. The higher you get, the more blessings is required, right? So that's the basis of the certain teaching. Certain teaching means that from this level here, you leap, you make a leap. And that's only possible, how? By cheating? By stealing? Huh? No. It's only possible, think about it, because of your blessings. You cannot get up there unless you have the blessings over here. See that? So if you keep on building blessings, this Chan training will bring you there. So it has to be both. Okay? Both samadhi training here and blessings on this side. And that's what the certain teaching is about. It's funny how the Chinese exported it to our country and they don't reveal everything to us, you know that? Or even to their own. After Master YongHua died, no one talked about certain teaching anymore. No one trains into their secret trade. Chan is certain teaching, certain training. How many people, how many monks talk about it, lecture about it, and tell people, hey, that's certain teaching right there. This is what we do. Yes, 9.
Thank you, Vicky. His name is T.S. Geppetto. Say in the first week I reached 41 minutes after 20 sits. What goal should one have before end of the year?
Before what?
Before end of the year.
End of the year? I would go for 2 hours. No pain, no discomfort. Okay? It's real. It's not the hours. It's about pushing yourself to get to that level where you can sit for 2 hours and you are experiencing no pain, no discomfort. Okay? And you only have to sit and train yourself and maintain, in order to maintain your health, physical and mental health, by sitting 1 hour a day. However, once a week, push yourself to sit for 2 hours. All right? That's all you need to do. And then the next thing is those are real good questions. You guys are so demanding. Because I'm a lot more demanding than you are. Because if you challenge yourself, you should come to our way places, whether it's here, whether it's up north, whether it's in Korea or whatever. Okay, we have plenty of people who are very qualified to help you, and again, take a weekend off and go there and just immerse yourself. Okay. And you find it very beneficial. All right? Yes, 9.
Diego asks, Master, how do we know we entered samadhi?
You don't need to know. Don't worry about it. It happens naturally. You don't say, I'm going to sit here and I will enter samadhi. You're not at that level yet. At advanced levels, higher levels, yes, it's possible. You can say, enter samadhi, you can enter samadhi. You learn at this level here, at a low level like yours, you learn to develop a skill to the mechanics or the skill, the knowledge. As you go through this training here, that you develop your own knowledge and how you can enter samadhi. All right? So that's the first level. And then at more advanced levels, what's advanced levels? Like your trainers, my disciples, those who are authorized to train you, who reach a certain levels where I have yet to really train them how to do it. But at the advanced levels, they can enter samadhi at will. It's that easy, and it's possible. Yes, 9.
From Yumin, how are emotions and thoughts different? Sometimes emotions like being anxious or uncomfortable are just already there before the thoughts come. It appears and disappears without noticing.
Very good. The meditation, Buddhist meditation, these are good questions. You guys are asking penetrating questions. That's excellent. Unfortunately, I don't know how to answer them. Help! You like it when I struggle, don't you? And that's because of that, I will rise to the occasion and answer. The Buddhist Meditation Sutra, by the name of Shrangama Sutra, our Bible in Chan. Seriously, it's our Bible. When you practice Chan meditation, you investigate that sutra. You want to specialize in Chan meditation, you need to investigate that sutra. And it says there are basically 2 types of yardsticks. Okay. Thinking and emotions. Okay, so these are the 2 things that arise naturally with you. Okay, so thinking is your mental processes. Emotions, not sure where emotions come from. I don't know about yours, but mine come from my heart. I'm very emotional as a person. You might have noticed that. So it's the one side where you are triggered by your mental processing, these prejudices that you have about, I want to understand, I want to investigate, I want to know, the intellectual side, okay? And the emotional side where I love it, I like it, I hate it. Huh? Okay, those are the two types of triggers in general. Okay, so emotional people tend to be more of the heart-driven, feel-driven kind of thing, where the intellectual people tend to be more logical and so forth. They're geared towards the knowledge and the analysis and so forth. So that's how those two things are. In her particular case, she's more of the heart side. Okay. So in Eastern philosophy, you have two types of people: the heart people and the mind people. Does it sound familiar? Does it ring a bell? Huh? In Western psychology too, right? We have like personality types, and so people are more driven by emotions, and some people are more driven by intellect. Okay, so intellectual people are very advantageous in the sense that they can connect with and identify with people easier professionally. Right? So you're logical, you come to work and you connect with people, with your professional competence, your technical expertise, okay? And you'll be rewarded accordingly, okay? And emotional people, on the other hand, emotional people are more heart, more feel, more instinct-driven, okay? And so usually there are the two types of people, but in reality, it's a combination of the two, because it's about triggers. Remember, there's certain things that will trigger the outsides. There's number one, our preferences, our makeup, our DNA is that women are more intellectually oriented. I'm told. Why are you laughing? Why are women laughing? Men are not. And men are more emotional, instinctive. It sounds right, right? It's been a while. I don't remember anymore. So that's how it is. And it turns out a Chan meditation will help you rein in those tendencies of analyzing too much on the brain side or being too emotionally attached. And that's why Chan will give you the balance. Okay? So makes you more feminine if you're a man and more masculine if you're a woman. Please. And that's called balance, okay? I remember a long time ago, as I was beginning, I started to teach Chan, okay? And one of my co-cultivator, he said, wow, you know what? Today I learned something very interesting. I said, what? Please teach me. He thought he was higher level than I was, but he wasn't. He says, I saw an interview of Raquel Welch on TV. Not interested? Your generation, you don't know Raquel Welch, do you? Someone look up an image of Raquel Welch. And I tell you why there's some interest about her. Huh? So the guy said, my co-cultivator said, I saw an interesting interview with Raquel Welch. I said, Raquel Welch, the last thing I can think of, associate her with, is not an interview. Oh, not supposed to be funny, I know. Photos, come on, quickly, people. So slow. No, that's not Raquel Welch. That's funny. It's very funny. Yeah, Raquel Welch. Yeah, there you go. With a beard. There you go. Oi! Please. Let me concentrate. Where was I? Interview. Oh, thank you. Someone was listening. So, okay. So, calm down. Samadhi. Give me a few minutes. So I said, how could it be a good interview? And he said, oh, well, the whole time is not about what she talked about, okay? But I was listening half-heartedly, and then a piece of the conversation caught my attention. Just remind you, this is a long time ago, okay? When I was, I started teaching Chan, so I didn't know what I was doing. So he said, so tell me, what did you learn from Raquel Welch? He said, oh, she's very interesting. She says that she likes men. She likes men. I said, that's new to you? He says, no, let me finish. Said, she likes men who? What kind of men? So I said, so let's see. I saw a lot of movies from Raquel Welch. Anyone seen movies from Raquel Welch? Oh, you guys. Rent one, okay? And she was associated with many leading men. Okay, one of them is what is that black ex-running back? Anyone remember? Oh God, you guys are so boring, huh? Jim Brown. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Extra cake for him today at lunch. Jim Brown, the macho man. Okay, so the interviewer who was talking to Raquel Welch said, "Oh, you must think of desirable men like Jim Brown." He says, "No, he's not my type of man." Just say what? I mean, he's macho man for most of us. Normal man, And Raquel was, no, he's not a good, I wouldn't want to date him. I wouldn't want to say, with all due respect, I like him, I love him as a movie star and so forth, as an athlete and so forth, but I would not want to have a relationship with him. So she was asked, why not? She says, my type of man is men who have women in them. See, all of you so say what? See? Men who have women in them. 4.
Master, does it mean she like gay men?
I'm not sure. Okay? I'm not sure I have to talk to Raquel Welch. I'm too small for her and short. And she explained herself. She said that men who have feminine characteristics are much more balanced. That was shocking to me. You agree or disagree? Think of it. As a mother, if you're too feminine, your son will be all over you. Yes? So sometimes you have to be motherly, and at times you have to be fatherly. Yes? That's how it is. Fathers too sometimes have to be nurturing like the mother. And that's how you can raise your children better. Agree or disagree? That's called balance. There's no such a thing as pure yang, pure masculine, or pure feminine. It's always a balance. And Raquel Welch, and God bless her, taught me such an important lesson that day. She said that, there is a balance where you need to somehow at times bring out the masculine side of women and the feminine side of men. That's wisdom. Isn't that amazing? I would like to teach Raquel Welch Chan, among other things. Okay, so that's why Chan there. Chan restores balances of you. If you're too masculine, then it'll bring the feminine side of you up. If you're too feminine, it brings the masculine side of you up. It will restore balance. Okay, is it safe now? Yes, 3.
Raquel Welch came up, was a big star in the 70s, and that coincided with the women's liberation movement. And she did one particular movie that had a dumb title to it that actually kind of exploited and highlighted her gorgeous endowments.
Oh,
I don't
Lord.
have to say anything further than that. So it could be that later in life, she kind of wanted to de-emphasize how ravenous men felt for her, and her saying, well, I'm not really into that kind of a man. I like them to have a feminine side. And it could be her trying to downplay her tremendous sex symbol for so many years.
How nice of you to share the experience with us. But for me personally, I wouldn't mind she's 100% feminine. Okay, enough for Raquel Welch, okay? He said, Chan class. Anything else we'd like to discuss today? I don't think we have time to go into the song enlightenment. After Raquel Welch, who wants to be enlightened anymore? Yeah? Yes, 5.
I have to say that my husband will get a kick to hear that our topic of conversation. So I'm going
getting a kick myself.
I'm going to have to tell him about it.
Never thought wasn't planning on bringing up Raquel Welch until,
And I was noticing that, just because I just had to look her up. And
You had to look her up?
yeah, just right now.
Oh, God.
And that she's 81 years old.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Who knows? Maybe she's thinking about things like meditation.
It was shocking to me to hear that she opened her mouth and talked about how men needs to be feminine. It's a revelation to me. You know, it's so interesting. So you learn so much from other people, from working with other people, and like for me personally, teaching other people is just so fascinating. So why would you want to retire? Or you who make enough money, who is safe enough financially, retire early and go into things that more open your mind, branch out instead of just continuing to make more money and, serve yourself. It's much more interesting to me that when you start, your mind is about helping others and serving others. It opens your mind to so many possibilities, so many more dimensions about life. It makes life so much more interesting.
I'll get to you.
Okay. Yeah. So for you young people, I understand that you want to, secure your future and and safety, stability for your families and loved ones. But eventually, you have something more to look forward to. You must. Okay. Yes, 9.
From Alex, how does Chan teach its disciples to use their sex drive and energy besides suppressing it?
That's what we do. Naturally. Let me explain to you. We're here because of our sexuality. Can we be blunt about it? I know the Chinese and the nice people don't want to talk about it. We talk about Raquel Welch. What else is there? It's off the limit. Never mind. Don't answer that. So we are here. We came to this world because of the sexuality. Okay? You can deny it all you want. We're born because of that. And that's how we're wired. We can deny that, yes, we're not supposed to, and so forth, but we are driven by that desire. Okay? So Chan meditation, this training here, puts you through the process where eventually you learn to control that. And you learn to use that. That is our personal what? Nuclear reactor. It's a nuclear reactor. The nuclear industry nowadays is geared towards mini nuclear reactors because they find it to be more flexible, to be much safer and all those things, more affordable, more efficient and so forth. We have a nuclear reactor inside ourselves called the sex drive. I know no Chan or meditation teacher would want to talk about it, but it's true. And Chan use that drive in order to become enlightened. You deny it, you never become enlightened. Okay? Yes, 9.
From T.S. Geppetto, I hear the term buckle in some of the videos. is it advised to sit with a buckle? How can one improvise a buckle, and what are the advantages?
A buckle, like a seat belt? Buckle, like a belt? Okay? It's sort of brute force where in some cases you can't help yourself and your legs will unbuckle, so you want to buckle up. It's a pun. So at times where, for example, when we were in our world, we sit-sleep, we train ourselves to sit-sleep in full lotus, and typically, for a lot of people, we naturally unbuckle as we become sleepy or while we sleep. So we would buckle up, we would tie up, use a belt and tie our legs up. And it worked. It works for a lot of people. So that's what we do. And in some cases too, and extreme cases where I did in my early days, of course, don't be afraid. I'm much nicer and more gentle nowadays. I would tie up some of my disciples to illustrate a point. That is, what? You still remember? So that's what some people use them as a buckle. So if you don't have control over yourself and you involuntarily unbuckle your legs, it would not be a bad idea to buckle up so that you can reach your duration quota, so that you can sit, and for that length of time. Okay, so that's why it's handy in some cases. Okay, all right. Anything else? Okay, we try to get the song enlightenment. I think is a good idea to study these classics on Chan. Look at what the Chinese wisdom and why the Chinese are so high on the song enlightenment. Okay. It's a good knowledge, for you. So we do that, okay? And of course, it's always feel free to ask questions anytime. Okay, thank you everyone. See you next time.